Well, good morning boys and girls. Welcome back to this episode. We are aiming to get the engine around to the car, which is going to involve us passing all this grassy area. So I'm going to set you up over there and you can see how I get on. Do a bit of a time lapse and we'll see if we can get this engine round to the front of the car. We might have a few issues along the way, but we'll try. Okay, so that went easier than expected, to be honest. And now we're back with an engine in front of a car. So, time to strap the gearbox on the side and we're getting ready. So the good thing I've worked out about using this cradle that I've made is that I can actually hoist the gearbox by itself into position, which saves a bit of my back and helps me align it. So that's what I'm going to do now. So there's one thing I hadn't realised is that there's a little guard of some kind on the back here, and that won't pass the flywheel, so you've got to fit this after you've joined the gearbox and engine, which I didn't realise, so I'm just taking that off. Well, that was a good practice. I was just tightening up the last one and I suddenly realised that I hadn't checked the torque on the clutch cover. So I'm taking it back off again and we'll double check that. Which is a good job. I've got, you know, a nice relaxing day to do this. If you're in a rush you'd probably get it'll do, and then it might bite you in the backside later on. So I'm doing it properly. Take this off again and torque them up to spec. I'm sorry that you'll now see a bit of a blur in certain areas of the camera. That's because I dropped it and there is now a great big dent in the camera lens. So, yay for me! So, my battery died, but I wanted to do this kind of together. So, the engine is now in the car. You've seen me bolting up all the 4 brackets around the engine, and then I've moved the crane out of the way. And I've taken the liberty of test fitting, well not test fitting, but you know, laying on the cam cover. There's no seal on there yet, it's not tightened up. It's just so we can see what it's going to look like. So let's have a look, shall we? So getting this in then, what struggles did I have? Well, trying to get it in level didn't work. So I strapped just across the engine, let the gearbox dangle as it were, and that got me just the right angle. So it came in, the gearbox scraped underneath the bottom of this bracket on the ABS pump, and then I just about scraped it past my modified slam panel. Thankfully the rug stopped any of the paintwork scratching, and it did just scrape a little bit on top of these two prongs, as you can see down there. So then it was just a case of bolting this one up, bolting that side, bolting the rear, bolting the front, and we are in. So she's looking fabulous. Shame my camera's all broken. So we've got a bit of space to work around here. Just got to get a few brackets back in for the gearbox shifters, things like that. I'm just going to get the exhaust manifold back on, and then get the guard over the drive shaft. As you can see, the colour match isn't quite perfect, but I'm pleased with it. For that top cover anyway, it'll do for the moment. Yeah. So this was fine, this all cleared, no problem. So, and it would have been a trickier job to do that once the engine's in. So, yeah, good stuff. So, boys and girls, we're calling it a day today. I've got the gear linkage reconnected down there. I've got a test fit of these coolant hoses at the back. I do need to find some more screws for these. I'm probably just going to buy some new M6 items, because I seem to have lost all the screws but managed to keep the seals somehow. So yeah, calling it a day for the moment. Really pleased that we've got this back in and fitted. Shame I've broken my camera, but looking good. Let's have a little look underneath. Very nice. Let's hope it stays this way for a little bit longer once we get it going on the road. Probably get blathered in 10 miles, but hey. So, thanks for watching again. I shall see you in the next one, where we're just going to carry on refitting this engine bit by bit. So yeah, cheers for now.